Hello everyone, today we will clean and grease these rails and put on the frames. So there are 8 of them in the version v2.4, and since I'm building 3mm cube build, the length of the rails are 350, so this is 50 millimeter higher than what you are building, what is your build volume. So first of all, the mines are actually very good quality. It's better than I expected. For now, I'm not giving pressure to the carriage. I'm only touching it when it's sliding smoothly. But the thing is, it has now the shipment oil, and I need to clean the shipment oil with the isopropyl alcohol, and after that I will grease them with the greaser to protect the rails and give it a good movement, etc. So for that it has these stoppers, so I will remove this one. And so in here you need to be careful because there are balls, small balls inside this carriage. So while you are removing the carriage or you are putting the carriage, you need to be very careful. So for that I will slowly remove it. So take your time, slowly remove it. Yeah, and you can see, yeah, there are a lot of balls inside on the carriage. So if it can focus, yeah. So you don't want to lose this. So by the way, there is gap between the balls in total, I mean, like this. So it should be there, don't worry about that. So don't assume there is a missing, but it's like a 1 or 2 balls empty space. It should be there. If it is more than it, maybe you should buy spare and put here. And for the putting, I'm generally I'm creating the space for that, for the new ball like this, and putting the ball with the tweezers on top of it and gently pressing it. This is flexible, this the wire. You can if you gently press it, it will sit on its place, so, and you will fill the gap. But like I said, there should be a 1 ball gap for each line. So this is okay. So I will put this in a safe space. So since these are too small, you can easily lose them, and you need to get a spare one. So like I said, I will clean the rails first with the isopropyl alcohol. This is a big help. First I will clean the surface. Yeah, let me remove that one also. I'm also cleaning this small gaps where the balls are traveling, I can say. So with my nail, I'm also cleaning that part. So this seems nice. With this what was this called? It's ear cleaner. I'm not sure. I forgot the term. So how can I? No, yeah. With the tissue soap. Yeah. I will also clean this gap for the screws with the distinct ear cleaner. Another wipe with the tissue. seems our shipment oil is removed. This for now I'll put this, and okay, for this I will also try to clean carriage to remove the shipment oil, but I will be very careful. I will use again this air cleaner. Especially for where the balls are. I need to be careful. I don't want to lose them. I don't want to wait another shipment for this balls. So it should be okay. I will use a heat gun for the rails, but not for the carriage. So again, I'm putting this kind of safe space. With the heat gun, actually, I just tried to get rid of the particles of the isopropyl alcohol, because especially in the small pieces that can be they can be just sitting and waiting in there. So, and also I tried to get rid of these tissue particles, but yeah. Okay, now again I can place the stopper for the one end. Now with this tool I will try to grease it. Okay, it's my grease. Oops. Yeah, what I will do, I will try to put grease on the balls, for both sides, and then on this surface, on the middle surface. Now, as you can see, I put the grease on the balls and on the middle surface. Now I will clean this part. I mean, clean the grease on this part and this part only. Yeah. Now I will try to put the carriage on the rail again. For that, what I'm doing, I'm turning the rail upside down. Same with the carriage, so I can see the balls. So if there's a stuck I see in here, I will stop and go back and forth, etc. So in that way I will carefully put the carriage on the rail. So yes, there I will take the excess grease. I will do only back and forth. Wow, it's very hard now to all the way rail. back and forth, back and forth. Now, again, I will remove the carriage carefully. So, again, I will grease the carriage, I mean where the balls are, only top on the balls and on the middle part. So, you know, this is the second attempt I'm building the Voron. 1 or 1.5 years ago I was building Voron 2.1 and I couldn't finish it since I have moved to another country, start my life again, so I couldn't finish that one. But in that one I had really cheap Chinese rails, and you know, I disassemble all the carriage, remove all the balls and this wire, etc. I disassemble all the thing, I can say, clean them separately, and I fill this empty line in the carriage which the balls are moving, and fill with the grease it and assemble it again. It was way harder than that one. But yeah, see, since this is in the good shape, these rails are in the good shape, so I'm just trying to grease like this. Yeah, and little bits on the middle part. Oh, that's a lot, I guess. Yeah. Again, I will put the carriage on the rails again, carefully. Take your time, there is no hurry. Go back and forth if you need, and take the excess. Oops, a little bit. Yeah. Again, now I will do back and forth. I need to do this thing, I mean, remove the carriage, put the grease, put the carriage, go back and forth. I need to repeat this until I'm happy, what I mean, until the carriage is going on the rail smooth. And you know, you right now, for to move the carriage, I need to push a bit. I mean, it's not like with the shipping oil, which is okay, don't worry about that. Just you need to be careful about that. Since these two parts are, how can I say it? It's the rigid parts and the mechanical, I mean the metal parts, and they are moving. So since they are moving, there should be a material that needs to cut the friction a little, reduce the friction a bit. So in that way you will have smoother movement, and also your parts will be old in a much longer time. So it's a mechanical part, it requires maintenance, I think, like that. So for that we are greasing it. Again, yeah, if you can see, all the grease are gone because it's filling on the channel, on the rail. So like I said, we need to repeat these steps until we are happy. So take your time, like I said. It seems a little mess, but don't worry about that. You can clean the excess grease later on. Okay, so again I am taking the excess grease. So yeah. Like I said, you will repeat this process until you are happy, until you have a good movement. It will not move with the gravity since there's grease, obviously. But I meant you feel how do you say that? You feel no friction. You feel friction, but no holding parts to each other. So once it is done, it's done. So I will continue with the whole part, and again, to cut it short in the video, I will put in a faster frames. So see you later for now. doing is I'm just removing the stoppers and removing the carriage and checking the bolts are missing. Yeah, there's not. And with isopropyl alcohol again, I'm cleaning rail first, including the channels where the bolts are moving. Then I'm applying a little bit hot air. It's just 50 degrees. And also I'm cleaning the outside of the carriage. I'm being careful, by the way, not to lose the bolts. Yeah. Now again, I'm applying grease on top of the bolts. So yeah, it's for the both sides, of course. Then I'm carefully putting the carriage on the rail. So I'm always checking the bolts are going outside or not. Also, I'm checking this excess grease if there's a ball inside. That could be careful. Just moving around, yeah. Yeah, it's like now, like shipping oil, like it was shipping oil, I mean. So again, I will remove carriage and I will apply the grease on the balls. Yeah, you need to do this until you are happy with the friction movement. So yeah, again, I'm carefully putting the carriage, checking excess grease. No balls. Yeah, that's nice. Oops. Yeah, that's nice actually. Now, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Now I also want to protect my these rails from rust, so that's why I was also greasing the whole rail, especially the channels where the bolts are moving. Also help with the friction. So now I will just grease the whole carriage while I'm holding whole rails while I'm holding the carriage. So it's becoming a mess, but we will clean later on. You may want to use gloves. I don't like them, so I'm not using it. You can use it, of course, because for me it's like preventing your job. Not preventing your job, but it's with these it's a little bit hard for me, at least. Maybe you are comfortable with them, so you can use it. I will just finish these and clean my hand with soap and water. That's better for me. Okay, yeah, I am simply greasing the rail. Yeah, Then again back and forth. So again the excess, I'm reapplying the excess grease on the rail. So again back and forth, reapply excess grease. Back and forth, reapply it. Also, if you see that there is no sufficient grease on the rail, you may add it. Again, back and forth, reapply. So yeah, it's a mess, but we will clean it. Back and forth, reapply. Yeah, till the end. Again, you are doing this until you are happy with the movement. Yeah, it seems nice for me, it feels nice. So I will take this excess grease. Yeah, okay. Clean my hand first. Now we will clean the rail and carriage. We will clean the grease where we don't need, like on the top. So a little bit isopropyl alcohol. And oops, yeah. Okay, first I will clean my isopropyl alcohol. Okay. Okay. And now, with the help of the users, I am cleaning the top of the carriage and side of the carriage. Yeah, and with these things I am collecting excess grease on inside the holes. So I simply just turning inside to hold, it's grabbing the excess grease. Yeah, and now since we clean top of the carriage, I will move my linear rail to clean side of my table. So we will clean the bottom of the rail. So again, first I am taking the excess grease. Again. Yes, nice. Again, a little bit isopropyl alcohol will help. Again, cleaning the holes, cleaning the grease in the holes. So, oops, sorry. Yeah. Yes, one more wipe. Now I will clean the bottom of the carriage, so we don't need grease in there. Yeah, and again back and forth. I will take again excess grease. Yes, nice and clean. Yeah. Yes. Now I will put stoppers again, so I will not drop the carriage and look for the balls. Okay. Yeah, that's done. again now, since we greased all the carriage and rail, it is harder than it was, but that's okay. So we will put the rails on the frames now, but first I will clean my desk. Now we will put the rails on the frames for the z-axis, and for that I sort the rails. What I'm trying to say, I select the best two for the x-axis and reserve them, and second best two I reserve for the y-axis, and now I will use the worst 4 linear rails on my z-axis, because that will be used less than the other axis, a lot less. Now for that we will install the rails on the z-axis. Now how can I explain? Okay, once you look at your frames, you remember that these are for the bed. These frames are for the bed. So what we need to do, we need to install the rails these two sides, and the opposite direction of these frames. I mean, when you convert the frames 100 degree, again these two sides. So I will turn my frame to install the frames, rails. Now our bed will be here, and our frame needs to be installed here, so I will turn it again. Oops. Yeah. Now in this orientation there should be rail in here in opposite direction, rail in here and opposite direction. So yeah, now for that, this is our rail, and we will use M3 T-nut and M3 by 8 socket head screw. And another thing, we will use these guides to install the rail on the frame in center, so you will see. And yeah, and another thing is we will screw them in every other hole. So for example, this one, and yeah, screw space, like it goes on like that. Okay. Yeah, so for now I will move the stoppers in second position, since I want to put a screw in the first hole. So I hope you can see it here. Yeah, you can see. Okay, now I will rail, and yeah, in here there should be 3mm space, so we need to consider that one also. Yeah, first I will install these T-nuts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I will also put the last, so I need 10 of it. So I will insert them approximately in position, so with Allen key. Is the right one? Let's see. Yeah, okay. So just press a bit. Yeah. So 3mm space like that. So I can move it. Yeah. Now we will put these jigs, guides, so it will center the frame. this would be good. Yeah, now I need to check. So we need to put 3mm space between this frame and the rail. So screw the first one. I need to remeasure it. Okay. Let's check it again. Yeah, seems nice now. Okay. Yeah. Now I will check the screws. Sorry, not T-nuts. I will align them. You don't need to go hard on them. And also the manual doesn't suggest to use thread locker, so I'm not using it. As I remember, manual, the developers only suggest to use thread locker on the pulleys, with the grab nuts, yeah. So don't go hard on them, just a little bit hand tight. No need to torque a lot. So, oops. Yeah, put your Allen key properly inside the hexagon hole. Okay, seems nice. Yes, and grease, of course. So I will also put these stoppers. I will cage the carriage somewhere on the top like this, so it will not move a lot. Yeah, that's all. Screw it every other hole, and use of course this jig, centerline jig. Is it in the STL folder? And yeah, I will continue with the others, so see you in a bit. Attached to frames. Like I said, I didn't torque them much, just a little bit. And this is how it looks, the rails. Yeah. And the next one, we will start to build the Z drives. And they will be installed in these corners. Yeah, that's all for today. Feel free to ask anything. If you have a question or suggestion, feel free to write it down. Thank you very much again. See you in the next one.